My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. Osia dem yopo.
Listo wanana kusipoku echirimu a NDC for ewo more than 2 terms in parliament inti omuhia NPP for ewo parliament ho. Nsema hodo bi kawe hona. Mugabe mase ane listo wanana poku edi atuja. PENDREAM TV sundi subscribe to the channel na share jumadi ma afofro ensa enkabi. Kama hone nkoti omonsam no enchirimu.
Listo wanana kusipoku over to you.
Tio. Ghanaians, in our decision in the last election, we walk them out. We don't need them in parliament.
We don't need them.
We have more than 2 tests in parliament. We have walked them out. But you are Ghana.
87.
And it's still going to go further.
87 there.
Tell me the wise one. I'm choosing my wise. Okay, so tell me the wise one. Who is the wise? No, who?
Please, with all due respect.
You just let's go.
Please. Yes.
Give me a way. No, give me a way. It's not like the point who told us that. Now, teacher Fiscal said they catch you. What then say?
With all due
respect. Okay. Wise things happening around, then we will spend. So we'll be working out. Can a wise man ever walk out from this very important nation building agenda?
I think, sir, there are times I was saying, yes, sit around one table near defining what really nation building is. I think say you can't politics now. I'm out for you almost say I say let's just be politicking.
Yeah.
But so how is self-explanatory with the Chi language. Among yourself, Tio, and your mind and a year building. What you say?
Let's say it again.
Among yourself. Among yourself. What you say?
Yeah.
So, say, and your mind here, dear. Na enye party keke. And we be feel say, or ye ne party. Nti, or some ne party keke. Na say your mind juma ne see ye be ya. I don't see. That's why I'm angered by their behavior. You see, and yes, I'm free. They were up to anything of national importance.
Oh, now only baby
Omuko, the dean of diplomatic corps.
Sir.
So Omuko presented petition. Say Yabunko for Ablekumanov.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes when I mention that someone is a fool, it's not as if
you're using bad words.
It's not bad. It's to tell Akwala what he said. Don't learn that foolish behavior.
Tiwi.
Don't learn that.
If you answer the NPP for me, NPP now come. Read my lips. NPP. If you answer, open me couple.
Kennedy,
Read my lips.
Reading your lips, indeed. So you see, there are only 2 things in this world of anything. Your papa, your bonnie, your nyansa. And I don't want to retract as a nuclear. Never.
I've heard the matter.
Maintain tension to fall from teacher. Oh, because a nippon, you nippon, the way we are here, say, you were back what giants and wakasa, me giants and makasa. Your mama,
but to sing
because onim nyansa tie onim nyansa enye nyansa ni se masori anopa masha atare abotai abegyan nyansa ne bukrata so edi ntini ato abayi pani so me die man nim se obema manfo ho aheha wo mo what bubo projects ni bi it's just a few
many more.
I say construction of new bridge on the Uti River at Dambai. Rehabilitation of Wa Han Road. Upgrading of Tulu Hamle Road. Upgrading of Tulu Han Laura Road. Recreation of Navongo Tulu Road. Rehabilitation of Techiman Nkosian Wenchi Road.
So these are
rehabilitation of these are road projects.
Minimum.
And many 32 on the list.
What?
32.
Connecting Ghana.
Mr. Sesi Kabe na kufa do di judge o mama o dey be san yo mawe. Ni ho.
Adwin papa.
Wo bo man no kro no wo bo man no. Obi be ye ni ye sabi yakuma pa. E di suma pa. E na obrasia e be so ne man a. Wo na wo kronfo ye pe wache wo no. Adeya, mama working out na any news.
There be no
say at the papa we
budget ya present.
At the papa we. Wo krampo na make krampo. Wo so ni fa so. Enye se wo ni mu a etosi.
Omo so ya mo.
Ni a wo ni mu no entosi. Ghana fo atoaba e dia kire mu kwasiafo nyansa. Esumu su nyansa.
Very well, listen.
Because senka obetime su nyansa fi de Ghana fo ye ni mu a. Omo pese omo kire se mu NPP fo kra. Ye yam o yama ye se mu.
Don't need them. We don't need them.
Very well, madam.
You know, yama NDC a majority a overwhelming 2/3 decide for us.
Nana Kusiboko.
NDC NDC 4 years.
Alessa Nelson so as a news for na ready amudi enyumre na akasebo de Yankopon hye obibia no on ya na management na staff so edamu nyina ase from CEO Beni anti-BC ase obia nyame asomdwe enka obia BC bebia obia chakese ma na menu aba lady adobo Yankopon hye amunyina oba de ne dom ye ne etinkwama o kina efiada boja ye be side hye mamu nyina mbo eniti.
Mugabe, projects now are buying no. But it says
6 minutes.
We are not doing payments.
Say la o can say.
Yeah, but say in some more can say any payments no. Government is not spending. And you know correct. Government is indeed spending. Me dey me ya no cry and say payments we are buy. Omo dodo na omo contractors adwuma omo ye. Any etu omo ka.
This month ending we try contractors.
Omo anka omo no omo buye die ni gomu 8 years. Omo ntwa contractors ni bebre ka. Bebre 8 years. Bebre wu omo see school dan no near the SHS. Bebre ekwan ko for mo ye kwan. They didn't pay them. They didn't pay them
since March 2024. Contractor oye adwuma wo ensamom kweso March 2024
your man is
kada entina na me amenu akuma nana ya kese mu ene odi ahinkan so mokoye sa demonstration na me say na akufo ado teso no free March be December na election year no
where were you people
na mon kwa no so ana yes ya na kwa no so bi.
So if you look at government projects, it cuts across. Education. If it comes to education, they are talking about the establishment of the University of Environment and Sustainable Development in Bunsu, establishment of 9 state-of-the-art technical and vocational training centers, expansion of and development of existing secondary schools, and integrated e-learning laboratories. Education going new. Do you know the transformation it will bring to our society? Many rural areas that need secondary schools and need these technical and vocational centers, 9 are going to come across the whole nation. 6 regions now at TNO. A big need vocational schools. So this one, state of the art. And these projects, they have been sanctioned by the IMF. Also, you are an IMF program. Most of the time, your hands are tied. But these ones, they have been submitted and discussed with the IMF, and they have agreed that we go ahead with these projects. In this Sikana already, you look at the markets. You see the Kumasi Central Market Phase 2, the construction of the Takradi Market. So, they'll get somewhere when they go to the market to sell our wares, somewhere to sit, somewhere proper, better environment that I call their office, which is better than what they are occupying now. So it's transformationally related to what our women are doing in the market. Then you take other things like roads. Look at the bridge over the Volivo River. Volivo no aims are from side no. It is very difficult to cross because I say former President Rawlings it is so. Now omu took on Friday bi. Na boat ni nyina sink na nipa ewu ya nya senketwa. I'm happy today say there's a new bridge across the Volta River at Volivo. Enti se mutu ba ko nu kra the efa enumbo so no. Adomino mutu kra you can go and still use the Volivo bridge to get across the Volta Lake and get to the other side. As I see bebre wo ho insase mu nore if you want agriculture you go over that bridge. Open Munam. Look at the Volta. You think JM is doing this thing for nothing? That is why he talked about the Volta River Corridor Development Project. When you are talking about some of his projects, you said that the interchange didn't come with only schools, didn't come with only roads,
the bridge.
You didn't come with only the bridge, but you had schools, you had market centers, you have hospitals. Do you know why? Professor Mills sent him to Senegal to go and understudy the African Development Bank under Adisena about the corridor development projects. That is why I told you he's a master apprentice of when it comes to corridor development. In this Volivo project you are seeing, it will not only be the bridge. You will see adjoining projects aligned to it. Hospitals, clinics. It's not market centers. You understand? Even where there's a lot of fishing along that route. So you see fishing sheds will come up. So that those who work along, who will not be able to buy a car and drive over the bridge, will have other things, schools, affiliated schools associated with it. Their children can attend those schools. You understand? Hospitals, their children can seek medical care. They themselves can seek medical care. So this is a corridor development approach. Accident they have to go to school along the road. So when you bring these schools up, you bring the hospitals up along the road, you bring the market centers, you put meaning to the development project.
And solving
yes, that's what I'm talking about. This is not, you talked about the Temamoto Way roundabout, that's roads, construction of the Tema Aflawu Road project, phase 1, then the construction of 14 pedestrian bridges across the whole country, then the Kumasi roads and
grants.
Yes, power grants. So Kwame Nkrumah time power grants, you know. That yentumi ye interchange, you know. Ni secondary township roads. And here this project, and that it has been sanctioned. When Basu, the contractor should get ready. Mugabe a contractor, at least a contractor. Dust off your and then go and when you get the contract, do the work for government to succeed, so that we'll see it. Hire contractors. So I'm encouraging many young people to step up. Yes, they took bank loans and other things. Yes, they didn't pay them in the past 8 years. Yes, they had to sell property, sell their cars and other things in order to catch up on some of these things. Look, Obechebi phase 2. What I say? Look at the Tema interchange. The Temano. Also, it's a scanner and on free power. Temadiano, you go and check the testing in Guardian. And then if I adding, Utiase, the Fako, a new place, Tono. Yes, Equaning your Mugabe, talk about it. Let them do it so that you'll be driving on good roads. Your cars and your tires will not spoil any. Mimi Danyamiasi, look at the water supply project in Secondary Takradi. Secondary Takradi for Insure, Chale, Mugabe, Insure WhatsApp. Bidonyame, almost the same. So change the water will show. What you say? The water will show. PTC ran about interchange. Takradi Adeng, the best comes from the west. You have oil, you have gold. Look at the timber resources that come from the western region. Look at the soils, the cocoa that comes from the western region. So for me, to do anything in the western region is big for me. Anything you take to the western region for me as a person, a student of politics, I'm happy because they deserve better. Until you can see that is coming up with the power grant interchange in Secondary Takradi, many more. The Secondary Takradi water supply system is also coming up. Then Otunfo also the modernization of the Konfanochi teaching hospital is also coming up. You understand? The construction of the Tema Central Medical Stores, a sheet that no, I feel na yenye sika ye kwako constructing. This is not when you loto. That's what I'm talking about. So this is a focused government. This is somebody who has direction. Mugabe, you think it's easy to be in opposition for 8 years? He didn't travel outside though. He stayed there every day. He took notes. He was learning every day at every turn of the corner.
So he prepared.
He prepared himself. You see, even former Prime Minister, Nanado Prime Minister, I'm friends here. On one side to the Gabi. That John Mahama is the most prepared president of the Fourth Republic.
What I say? Because we have the men now. Nekufado Kaninano.
Let's take them.
No, me a watchman.
Okay.
Watchmen, like they are men that they just came to watch to mess things up. Say you catch a men at work.
Yeah.
You could see say and yet sebi etia area adwin na chese adwin mre.
Sir.
na ye nyansa ya de wi adwe e no mo de wi adwe no chine mpanifo so ko to se tikesi ya wi adwe a enwene se adwe emre e di nyansa na e de wi adwe enti so we hear no aspect no na we wie na the dollar to cedi maka ho asem na we wie na so akohwe with all this burden on the shoulders of Aban. Now I say I will commit to making sure say I will develop by way of capital projects. Look at the list.
Yeah.
And look at the big push.
Yeah.
These are things when Aban etimi e succeedi eye wia. Aban bubu ba no.
O chere say we bubu ba.
Bubu nkruma obi aba putu nkruma your friends are champion together. Anyone one kasa jo Mahama the first time we bubu on one eba. Look at the projects.
What?
These are capital intensive projects that enye adia you can say I don't even know what to say.
Look for the right.
Is it doable?
It's doable. Sure.
It's doable.
Na bayo. Say you be fufra. I would have doubted.
Yes.
I don't mind being a doubting Thomas when it's about someone else. But when it's about your mama, on sinsium and sana waham.
Yeah. Seems jata.
This is the John Mahama that promised us a new terminal, and by the time we woke up, there was a terminal.
Yeah.
As to how he did it, is one of his kind. That idea, say, Muankasa, me mamu de mua musika, mojijiwo airport wo, esi terminal 3. Wabra, enye abansika na me kwa kobo besia dia besi terminal 3 no. Se sa nipa no wari de ro na na ba. Obi a wari koto echi. Oso obere kra. Me de kwodi na chinyi.
Obe deliver.
This is a man, we woke up one day, one morning, me sorry me pia bontin na me dru me fie any asphalt. Me kodani enye. Me sorry any asphalt. So this is a manner onye obi a sebi oye te say de me kan de lata no. O planning ne ho adwe bibia wansa no de abetudwa. We enye won say how long did it take to build the Kaswa interchange? How long did it take to build the circle interchange? Yeah. It took 2 years, 6 months each of them. How long has it taken Akufo-Addo to build the Swami interchange?
So many.
Even when John Mahama left the Pokwasi interchange for Akufo-Addo to construct after he had taken money from the African Development Bank.
Yeah. He redesigned and took the coins away.
What redesign? He didn't redesign anything, only that he took some things out. John Mahama okay interchange. The interchange included school, hospital.
That's what I call ambulance. That's what I call the corridor development.
Ambulance service center,
market
the
center.
Police station, a market, a car park, and some ancillary roads. I don't know if any Kaswa interchange. That's the. So when he was talking about Kaswa interchange, they were thinking about a bridge keke. So you remember John Mahama calling Akufo-Addo a political quantity surveyor? Remember? Oh, John Mahama. Oh, yeah, projector. Look at Saglemi. Is there anything like Saglemi in Ghana?
No.
As if you don't know, it's no onye obia sebi big push we wadi be diagro. And what said that Oko Kumasi promising a highway, a Kumasi Accra highway. Wadi mayen 3
new alignment.
So these are things that
Accra Kumasi Expressway on the complete.
These are things that are of national importance. Yeah. It is a meeting when you sabi ora to force in good seniani na maya and na Emma. Now I was pained when you were trying. I know what you were about, but you know to associate such a miscreant.
A miscreant,
yes,
a wanted guy,
and I was pained.
A criminally minded guy.
Atu doesn't sleep.
Omre.
Anyone that knows Atu or not, he doesn't sleep. He's always at work.
Yeah, Freddy too.
Freddy baby, I drew no. Much work. Any here, all hands on deck. Yeah. But Mesremo, Mugabe, Epamochao. Let's use this platform to always discuss progressive staffs.
Fantastic.
Because me my catcher will say NPP BN1 is one for sure. You waste airtime to discuss
Super Mugabe.
So too much.
They always way too much. Fair, Mugabe, this one I've never seen a media review budget like this before. I've never media review budget. Within 6 months. They say, and I will say I've never seen such like this before. This one is not empty promises. So.
But opposition for no working out.
Yes, because whether they sit in or they go out.
They don't know.
You understand? It does not matter.
Yes.
The law is every day be a budget review. No pay. Mining for years.
That doesn't make sense.
Mugabe.
More violence.
Mugabe. You see,
I was always going. Pointing any no pay quite the
yes,
I'm here for
Daddy.
Now they see, I know,
Mugabe, there's a clear difference what happened in Ablekumanov and what happened in Ayawasu West. That's what I'm saying. There's a clear difference. In Ayawasu West, and America saying Ayawasu West, the party in power, the government in power, being irate to win the seat, sent tax to the opposition that was contesting that seat and beat us mercilessly without any provocation,
including the sitting MP.
The sitting MP. Currently, who is a minister, a big guy in the party. Remain people. So, and in this one in Ablekumanov, we went quietly. 19 police stations. Nobody took anything. Was any NDC person holding pepper spray? It was they who are in opposition who would not be in their corner but wanted to bring the fight on. Because some of you say, oh yeah, I'm there, gidi patapa for. Better. It's Mugabe and Americano. Police ni also maami ni munu krano. Muma ni shio. Police ni FPU ni na opeja maami ni jira hono. Esa mu do na baso. Osi ode ne nan e na choke maami ni nan. Niti anka niti bebo for ankobewu. Police met me in that studio. He drove to my house. The policeman came to my house to show me the pictures. That if it was not for his intervention, and Kabamini Nitibe Bofom and Kabadisa Mankayasem for it is our police FPU no Shushani, no more border passo.
A mamma for trouble for more casual.
And yes, you say, I know you're fine.
Try to go away.
They say you're fine, and American, you're fine, and it's almost kind of Mugabe and American. I've shown the difference. I've told you the difference between what happened in Ayawasu West Ogon and what happened in Ablekumanov. In Ayawasu West Ogon, they in power brought the fight. In Ablekumanov, they in opposition brought the fight. And no munyae. But like I said, this budget review, Charlie, Kessel are too forcing. Once are too forcing is forcing to make this economy what it is. To grow and expand, to make the city respectable. You have Afenyo marking and his group sitting outside the chamber trying to mark what Atu forcing is forcing to do. It's one Mugabe omude sa omu Atu forcing. Atu as omu pera say say Atu is making progress with the economy. This is not about the Baumia things that they used to do under their time. This is not about a solid waste economic management team. As our economic management team is headed by a woman. Abadaye, ye mami, Professor Nana Jane Opokwajimai. Onim, they say ye sorry and apaye here, as o mine, as nipa, as in Kwala, as in Bebu, as in Mabawa. She knows it. So that is the advice that goes into our economic transformation as a people. If you see what is being done, he talks about the big push program. The government has initiated comprehensive feasibility studies for 4 projects which are currently at various stages of preparation. The Accra-Kumasi Expressway on a completely new alignment. Then he talks about the Accra Outer Ring Road, the Kumasi Outer Ring Road, and there are also a Che Amanfom Bridge to connect the front plains. This is just under the big push. Yes, I'm saying that he has sought permission and there is money ready to go ahead with these things. When you're
under the big push.
Under the big push, when you're as the same say, contractor. No, it has been pushed through already. This one waiting to be executed and all various stages. And then
maybe hold
on kakra.
Hold on and son wa Babylon. Na so my brother na your friend says Steven Amu adodo na friend says Stekan.
Je niti konto ni pa niti konto
bi enim. Wono na kire say wo hwe road fans ne eye nwumadi ekoso ni nyina oman ni yie die ko nyina na adonai. Ai. O si den na adonai.
Yo no, I think no sasa.
Me say yenti we answer na.
Ye ankamu yi na sana ankamu mu na agi.
Yenti no.
Ye sika.
Tell me two things that you have evidence that they've implemented. No. And you can't blame them. Even tomorrow, they are vetting some of their ministers. They haven't put a peswa even in the road fund. They haven't even finished forming their boards. So the NDC government is still enjoying what they inherited. The 2024 last quarter macroeconomic indicators. Atuforcing came here, presented all of them, about 80% to 90% of them. They were doing even better than 2016. I mean, GDP, primary balance, reserve, all of them are now taken off and they were doing better. Even inflation have been reduced from 54.1 to about 22, 23. That was higher than 15.4 that we inherited 2016. But if you have a situation where your inflation went to 54 and you're able to reduce it to about 22, 23, exchange rate went to about 54. You have been able to reduce it to about 16%. It means that they inherited a situation that had even taken shape already. So whatever we are enjoying today is as a result of what they inherited. But it doesn't mean that the NDC government is doing bad, because they are still forming their government. And I want them to come and speak that truth to Ghanaians. I think the recycling of who did that and those things, we are tired. We've been doing this for almost 30 years. Do you get the results? The real performance results. Are we interested in lies? I can be here and do a lot of comparative political analysis just to get favor. But I'll speak that truth to Ghanaians. I think the recycling of who did that and those things, we are tired. We've been doing this for almost 30 years. Do you get the results? The real performance results. Are we interested in lies? I can be here and do a lot of comparative political analysis just to get favor. But I think we have to be tired of this.
Very well. MP for Inshiaso. So Enyasa for quantity. I'm just say one Enyasa for Neto.
Sir, but
MP now or represent you.
You go represent for additional for the constituency. And then some catch you flew almost the dia.
He don't deserve.
Babu Gabi, the person with that President John Dramani Mahama say. E wo wafem and Rami Hui say you swear we in as board member for TOR. I'm highly impressed by the decision of the president to make you a board member of TOR.
Congratulations.
I wish you well. TOR no munko na munhwe na munye adwuma so that we start processing downstream. Yankasa ye crude oil no hanya sa. Enti bebia Jomama wo bia no. Mo party for ye ka kire mu obi de ba na pa. Obi de ba wia na obi de ba numre. Enti adwuma no yen me say mekoso aya listower ye bekoso aya ko si se Jomama be succeed. We will not stop at anything. And yes, I to be into a no, I'm rather happy. I'm encouraged that Mugabe Mase, my only brother, yes, is on the TOR board. Mugabe, corner here, Jumani Mame, built by Kwame Nkrumah. In first now, Italian for the near partner, and son
in your quest to give an eulogy, you announced here that he is your only brother. So no longer your brother.
No, you are my. If I say it, you are a lister and I'm a lister. We are twins. So I don't know what he is a brother. He said, "Oh, no, Etevia. Oh, no, Etevia. So tears here. Who put the now? The so long. The so long. The minister where the so long. And send American. I'm impressed, and you will be working with people like Edmund Combat and my brother Mustafa Mugabe. Go out there, let TOR succeed, and let some of us be proud of you people. Because we know that you will do it. You know we will deliver. Under the past 8 years, they produced not a single bottle of oil at all. And that guy who Adam for no.
What do you expect?
Who you Adam for no? Adam for no. Hey, Napo. Who did you do TOR here?
And Madam.
What are they saying? Or the TOR diesel? No, they are private people. No, these are big gas oil tanks. LPG gas tanks, not their man for not with the year business. They use the place to drive their private business.
We are going to change everything.
You have to change everything because it was not for nothing. Kwame Nkrumah set up the oil refinery so that we knew we were going to get oil. Let's do something. Let's process the crude oil here and get downstream kerosene. Let's get the other derivatives here, gas oil, engine oil, so that we'll be able to as a sub-region be able to drive our agenda. I think me that John Mahama me damn penny for the position they have given my brother Mugabe.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Now you can't achieve with drink. Mama, so on that note, congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
You see, as we have always said, no, and yet, sebi penitrim pose one mofra na mebuna ko akona sebi obeyi omumu. I've always repeated, say, any political position pe, ena say sebi you are in service to Ghana, our motherland. However, Mugabe dear by the rank and file of the party, you could see that everywhere. Some no, no, me could leave kakra 1 day leave.
No.
Enti
So me
ohuana. Me go here. Hey, ko mo si na afi ogina ho asa. Na Bible ni kra wana na de.
Steve Wonder.
Onka, enu de onka.
Ebe no na u.
Na so many de onka me si me maninka.
They no so be I mean, mami nyina
Bible ye Quran
nyina angels na name na yemo ura mahama ene na pamfo.
So Takalisu is me boss.
Especially the one that signed the letter no. Say green green card. Say America for Quran green card.
Dr. Honorable John Jinaponsi and Nanasi. Other board members in
Amu ene na Mugabe me send no text be message before say show no be pon no kind
before no be ho adwuma
na Ghana for message am de ma o
good
because me pese ekwa bonten na obi ehu sese menua no okokoye Mustafa Hamid mo kro no ni bia mebonechi and I've so much
you can influence the guy.
So much confidence in you, and it's like Jomama has selected the most brilliant ones in one sector. Even though other sectors also, who say that's what is going on. But Mugabe, we will be putting a higher standard to your appointment to make sure you succeed.
Yes.
Now beyond that, Chinebi,
the call came around 11 p.m.
Wow.
From Dr. Callistus.
Wow.
Said tomorrow morning, yes, we're in as board member.
Wow,
congratulations.
And that's any birthday.
And then Dr. Birthday. Dr. Callistus. On behalf of the rank and file of the NDC and the non-NDC but very aligned with the NDC.
The boss.
Happy birthday. And we wish you all the best. May you grow to see the greatness of your great grandsons and daughters.
Very well. Let's get to the serious business.
Mugabe, ubo akwabidi sticker. I sticker no kra no nshaya so MP. So bemeti. O kasa ni tiko ton oni de ni NPP I say ono ni tisu pa but kasa very empty. Ade na make kasa.
Na do so dey so.
O ne rabi anu ni tisadwe. Ni de ni tisadwe. Mugabe, o say your boss, yen set your boss ye. Sticker kra why? Unim say sticker transfer from afufie. Ni nyoma bebre oye no Osafuma for Suban me come money home. Osafuma, if you knew those people who knew him when he was at Legon or in Achimota School Cadbury House. Oh, sad time no minimum kwa born who stuff. They sticker no. Look at some Chinese dancing here was dancing when he was in power. He couldn't address issues of inflation. He couldn't uncap the National Health Insurance Scheme. He was Deputy Finance Minister. He couldn't uncap the Get Fund. He couldn't uncap the DC Assembly Commons Fund. And then on tip of food, I'm sure that's why they walked out. You see, they are party of boycotters. Mugabe said, "Who knew history?" The 1953 motion of destiny, Kwame Nkrumah Abriso move Ghana to independence. They walked out. They staged the walkout. They ran to London. Yes, they said we are not ready. They ran to London to report Kwame Nkrumah. Yes, to go and tell the Queen that we are not ready for our independence. Mami chira onyoma bebi omu ye. 1992 constitution no mu di mu dey. They ran away. They boycotted it.
It's a stolen verdict.
They ran away. They ran away from the main constitution before it was promulgated. They didn't come. We had to rely on citizens, market women, and other people, tailors across the country to be able to put up this constitution. Today, you see them. They have come. You see, they boast. Yeah, bet you your boy. Put your money to one because onim there. Abaka say, "How me? I won't touch it." Then they ran away. Apart from that, they have made many boycotts in this national life. 1992, we were about to MPs. Almost parliament. They boycotted parliament. Parliament, we got a minority leader. We got a majority leader. So parliament ni Juma. Omu ba mu mponua na 1996 97 parliament no mu 60 kakrebia no mu bofu no mu work out. What happened? At the time we had to test majority. So that time no pa ko check. Net parliament ni 200 inti me kita 167 and the others no made up with they kita 133. So the others, the CPP and the PNC and other with the NPP all omu dey 67. So we had to test at that time. Inti enye they are known for boycotting and also mu janipe yet so mo di boni omo nim say atufo sin ba betutu omo tutuo any boni omo adi e ka omo jani ade it the yes omo ti wa wan try na so aka no imagine so go omo so they didn't want to sit there. That's why they ran away. Now
we some of the things
yes I was saying spending here and say no
highlighting here yes this ba here ho
yeah
in December 2024 meto iron rods 1 ton 9,400
and
the iron rods at 7,500
yes
cement and a ton 7,500 even last week no 7,700
yes.
This week iron rods 7,500 yes. In December you ton 9,400
so the difference of 1,009 is roughly about about 15% decrease yes decrease
and you share anwa
yeah
anwa kwa de mo de bae no asaba anwa na samba 540
anwanu
yeah beto no around 900 and something but see I can say anwa ko 4 gallon
25 liters
yes
980 640
no asamba down you start to 200 this week
wow
so about
even with this on the
yes.
on the TV
yes
we are talking about the 340 gap which has still come down it is about down by 400 years. You understand?
Yes,
to around 5
from December back down.
That is roughly about 20%. Yes, that's what yes.
Jenny,
we know 120
in December.
Yeah, this
is about 95.
Sir,
but on a sack, yeah, 1,300. Mimi diga. Okokotoku 1,300. And
no matter so
Jeff for the 1,300.
This is about 25 cities down.
We say a bro.
And also yes, so
1,600 in December.
She said at least 150 Ghana cedis.
About 1,450.
Yeah, 150 Ghana cedis.
This is John Muhammad that we are talking about.
Emu. Yeah. Sugar. Where is a city? Yeah, 50 cities. About 44.
Yeah, it is to say yes,
yeah, 6 cities. 6 over 50. You know there's the percentage
that we are talking
about.
It's
about 12% decrease. What are we talking about? Mugabe you understand?
25%.
Yes. Abe nusu na yasa
so free 40 about
25 into you just so one boy just do 50 over 40 at home do times 100 you see
Dr. Atufo say me buy budget ya ma me ko dream makola market the kanisi for no na me ni omu ko ni nkita ho na me hu de meeting ayede ayede ama wo
Mugabe uni ndentia me say the head of economic management team no oyoba into our abadaye so she knows what starts the economy from home so she
economist.
No, you don't need to be under listen
that was under Mahama.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, that you don't need to be an economist. You just need to have common sense and wisdom about daily life in order to head the economic management.
The inflation rate now
a better form, because we know when we wake up we spend. What do we spend? We need to go and bath and go to work, so we need soap, so we need water. So all those things were trashy. We'll eat good food, nutritious food that will develop us. Food with protein. We will need meat. That's why I'm telling you that she knows the micro ingredients of the home. So those ones is the one the economy will affect. Then we will feel it in our pockets. Now,
Mugabe, Mugabe, back at one out. Aroma rice, 650.
at Yaba 585. It's a lot.
The who hear me pay diapers.
Diapers. The boarding, Papa.
And back no
500
part.
Oh, I see. Oh, so look at the gap. Look at the gap. Yeah. Mugabe, and yes, I'm taxes. Mugabe, oh my God, friend. First, call. And Abusumi Asu, call. I want to be taught. She said the calls in a giant. Oh, my giant calls me in a giant. So who was so happy calling you? Who were the ones calling you? I have nieces, and what are you talking about? I have family. I have friends. I'm a politician. I have so many lady friends around who have problems. So what are you talking about? Before if somebody walked into this studio, came into this yard to come and ask me for, I'm telling you.
No, it's good you
yes. So it's painful. Say ye kita jumpa. Ye diaba. I person ye ball man. Oh, Ghana City no. I pick it. It is city no. I pick it. What you say? I've always been saying this thing. Oh, Mugabe. It's not for nothing they worked out. Once Atu Forcing cracked his brain 3 days ago to put this thing together without sleeping. Atu forcing to make the economy work. The lazy ones, they were asleep at the time.
Your friend.
So yes, he's your friend. Look at what he did. He left. Afenyo Maki left the chamber. He's your friend. Of course, he left the chamber with his people. Look at what they did. Once Atu was forcing, not sleeping to make the economy work and bring us today. He walked out. Listen to his name. So he walked out to go and mark what Atu was reading. So every statement Atu made, he will critically look at it. Hey, we were just over 10. Babu to me Beka. Mami mani one ewo dem tie free ho we nyate over 10 Atu is doing well ohunu bejoma ohunu Atu opeda sama na si he's fascinated by what Atu forces do the economy because they wonder about what they heard all the history about economics, all the theory about economics, nothing changed.
They couldn't turn
things around. So I see that afenyo marking Otumu Atu shine sad to say Atu is working. Onyayanka Atu is in their party trying to change things. I don't want to hear Baumia talking about the economy again. I don't want to hear Baumia saying that he wants to be president again through the economy. With what Atu Forcing is doing, we the NDC have even said that we are bringing Atu Forcing to be president. I'm asking you.
No.
What? So look, Mugabe, let me mention some of the projects. If you are constructing a bridge over the Volivo River. I don't know what kind of president you are. We have to clap for you till morning. And there's clearance. When you there's clearance. IMF. On my show, they have told them what they are going to do. And they'll be specific about their projects. When you do not let the money leak out so that it will cause inflation. It will go into the projects and see the project to its final conclusion and commission for the people to use. That's the kind of difference between Atu Forcing and Kenuforiata. What I say? Somebody who is reflective is Atu Forcing. Somebody who is a nationalist is Atu Forcing.
I like just the position you are undertaking, but Mepacho, don't ever compare Atu to that man. Never.
No. What can you say? I'm not saying. No.
It's an insult. It's an insult.
Listen, I beg you. You get my argument clear.
I want you.
Do you know why I mentioned this name?
Don't.
Do you know why I mentioned this name?
Don't even associate him.
I'm telling you the difference between an Azar finance minister and a genuine finance minister.
And people don't even want to hear his.
Listen, Mugabe, yes, because
it's very insulting.
He's an investment banker who should have invested our money properly when he was made finance minister. He rather came to dissipate our money. You understand?
Don't give him that title. He's a self-acclaimed
investment banker. I'll give it to you.
Platform need.
Mugabe, I'm saying that let me learn so that people will not say I'm a supporter of Kenuforiata. Me, I want him arrested and brought to book. Have you forgotten? Me and Mr. Nelson, I want him arrested. Even if you cannot catch him, catch his wife.
That's perfect.
Catch Chiobi or the Fiobeba. Somebody who was an investment banker. That's all. By now should have been frozen. The wife, no, question the be about see and the baby who sell money to see. Look, that's why I'm saying that I would not compare oranges with apples. Not at all. Yes. And what Atu Forcing has done has shown a clear difference between how to manage an economy effectively in a third world African environment. You do things right. You put your things right as you have seen it. You will not lie. You will be faithful to the people and citizens of the country. And you deal with them as you receive their resources. Invest it properly into a transformational cycle so that everybody in the rural areas, in the urban areas, those who want to access education, those who want to access healthcare, those who want to travel on good roads will have the opportunity to travel on it. 8 years. But to me, I'm fine. Now will be about 7 months. Not be ready budget. No more work out. Like I told you, I'm not. I'm not surprised at all because the person who leads that pack, why who examiner markings, they be out there, no appear, no wafape, no marking, and so empty-headed guy like him.
The dear Semina Ebesoha. Subscribe to the channel on a share the Medina Afro and Kabi.
I didn't come out. I'm not pending TV. Now, so far, so good. Say, open online portal, what Ghana. Nipa share, Nipa follow, Nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, I am pending TV.